Representative Reineke is with them.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, yeah.
Fred said he wasn't gonna shoot any. He's just going. That's
We're
what he
on.
said.
We're on, we said Fred shooting nobody, that's what we said. I will
Request for that.
formally call this meeting of the Seneca County Board of Commissioners for Tuesday, August 11th already, to order. Please join us for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Kirshner will lead us with his prayer.
Okay, please join me in a little time for prayer here. Thank you, Lord, for another wonderful day. Thank you for the recent rain for the farmers. Help us, please, make decisions that are best for those that we represent, always keeping in mind that we wish to comply with the fact that we need to remember that your will should be done. We ask this through your Son, our Lord. Amen.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Stacy?
Here.
Commissioner Zoller? Commissioner Kirschner?
Here.
About the signing of the journal, and I'll accept the motion to approve the DVD recording from the board session of Tuesday, August 4th, and the index of that meeting.
Well, I guess that would be me.
Yeah.
I'll make the motion.
And I'll second it. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Approved. All right. Any adjustments to the agenda as printed? Anybody have? Anything? Anything in the poll? Nothing, Mike?
I don't think so. I think we've talked it over and we're all set.
Everything's there, okay. Well, roll right on through. The first item on the agenda is old business with the Joint Justice Center. I guess just a reminder where we're at with the process as we are prepared to do the owner's rep interviews tomorrow in the training room at the basement of Municipal Building. First one is at 9 o'clock and the second one is at 10 o'clock. So we got two of them that we are interviewing, and so I'm very excited to be to this part of the project. So we can hear what they have to tell us and get our questions answered with both firms tomorrow. So that's where that's at. Hopefully there'll be a group of a leadership team, possibly by the end of the week. We will got to get that determined yet. Representative from each group to talk about with the firm of our choice to negotiate or begin negotiations, but we won't know that until we get through things tomorrow on what works and where we're at with that, but that's kind of the goal, so we can keep that moving. Our legal ads have been in. The first one was in Friday. First one of both for the RFQs for the construction manager at risk and for the design engineering firm. And that is stating date, time, and place for those to be back is March. What is month? This is August 28th at 11 o'clock here to the commissioner's office. And we have a leadership team meeting that day at noon, and they will be opened at that meeting at noon. And that is for same date, time, and place for both both RFQs. So those are up on our website as well. If anybody wants to see the documents, or they can call and request a copy, I guess, as well, if they needed those.
I probably had 4 or 5 calls already now too.
Have you? Okay. Okay. Are they saying for which, or they don't really?
They asked for RFQs, so I sent them both.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. All right.
Well, since the mayor is here today, thanks for coming, and Holly, I just want to commend the leadership team. They're doing a very nice job. I haven't been able to go to the meetings as scheduled. I will be there for the owner's rep interviews, but I think that we're moving this thing along at a decent pace now. I know that we've got, as you say, the RFQs out for both the architect and the CMR, and that's a good thing. When do they do back those? They have until August 28th to send them to us, and then I assume within 30 days you do the interviews for those as well?
Yeah, the plans will open them that day, and probably whenever I think our next meeting after that one, because of the holiday weekend in there, is September 11th. And when we would bring our rating sheets back, like we did the last time. I'm looking to the mayor, is it for a nine? That's what we planned, right?
Has there been a discussion in the group about when we thought we would actually have an opportunity to begin construction? I mean, how far away are we from the time, typically from the time when we get the architect's approval to when we actually begin?
Our goal has still been the spring,
Yeah,
as soon as,
yeah, so hopefully we'll be putting something to bid
That just seems like a long time off.
this fall. It's just because, I mean, assume, I'm making that assumption based on,
Right.
based on a weather
Weather,
thing, but
yeah.
that's, I could be way wrong, 'cause
Okay.
I don't,
Well, once we choose a
Still much
CMR,
anything.
yeah, once we choose a CMR, I would think they would get that bid put together
Yeah.
pretty
Absolutely.
quickly.
yeah.
Okay.
And that's the beauty of it. I mean, that hopefully we'll have that person on board by the time we're interviewing, you know, this next step, that they will then slide into the process and be guiding us and leading through this charge of getting all that stuff done and,
Well, it's rolling downhill now in a positive direction, so good job.
yeah.
and if they say they can do some work in the winter, then we'll have them start as soon as,
Yeah, I would think that, you know, if we can get everything decided on by, you know, sometime early fall, that they ought to have some time to maybe get something done.
And the cooperative agreements, we're waiting for John Larson to get things back to us on his recommendation to have the two contracts instead of it all.
Separate,
Instead of one
separate.
agreement, two separate agreements.
Right.
One on construction build and one on operations thereafter, right?
Yep.
Yes.
So I'm hoping, I saw Derek leaving here. He ran when he saw us, I think. He was going to- But when he came back, but to follow up with him on when he anticipates having stuff back from John, I'm hoping by the end of this week. But I don't know that he will, I don't know.
I think him and Brett were getting some information at the end of last week, and they were gonna review it within the next
Okay.
couple weeks, I think. That's what they said at the finance meeting, is that what they said? I think so.
Yeah, because we'll
Yeah.
need
They
that
brought
approved
it
and
up.
signed by the time we're ready to, before we can sign a contract even with the owner's rep.
Yeah.
So we can begin negotiations, but we aren't going to sign anything until we have that cooperative agreement in place, so
Yeah.
that'll be the next big
Did we
one.
set, I don't know that we set a follow-up meeting for the finance group.
No,
They were just gonna get back to us with those two drafts of
Yeah, whenever-
operational agreement.
yep.
Okay.
yeah.
Mayor, since you're here, is there anything you want to add to this part of this discussion? Any comments?
No, I guess the only thing I would say is from the city standpoint, we plan to get started on the project as soon as we have the drawings done from the architect and that they are ready to go. So I think we'll know a lot more once we have the architect and the construction manager selected, since it's really going to be on their timeline as far as how quick they can get drawings and plans done and have their equipment ready to go. But I think the goal is to tell them that spring at the latest, if not sooner.
Yeah.
As long as that doesn't, of course, drive up the cost. You know, if they've got to pull people off other projects to design our Justice Center, I don't think that makes sense. But I think we tell them spring at the latest, with the hope that we can maybe begin at least moving earth over the winter.
Yeah.
Because the machinery you have now can dig through frozen ground or anything, we know that. So there's not going to be any issues there. So hopefully, we can get started maybe yet this winter, but if not, in the spring. As soon as that Justice Center's designed, I think we're ready to go.
Has the design team met lately? Have we seen any updates?
No, Judge Shuff has indicated in an email to me that he would continue the exterior and interior design committee working, because I don't know that he had done any interior, but he had, the exterior, several of us were on that, and they met, and he said he would continue that, so
Okay.
he didn't give me a time frame. I know he's going to be gone for a little bit
Right.
here, but once he's back, we'll have to.
But
see
we
where-
have some initial drawings. And
Yeah,
I
some
don't
stuff to
know.
feed to the, yeah, we're gonna need that stuff to feed to the whoever we
Yeah.
select
Has,
as it.
yeah, has the leadership team reviewed any of those drawings? And
No, we have not. There's several of us on it that had seen them, that were on the design committee, but we have not done anything with that. Just waiting to see where.
the next big hurdle is coming up with a number here, right?
Yep. Yep. We'll get there. All right. Guess that's it with that. Any, no further old business? Okay. Oh, I guess I will touch, Mark called back. He said he is still in the process, he's having trouble finding somebody to do a job for the Wolf Creek project, to find a person that you've got one job for them. So I've encouraged him to give me something in writing. I said, I know you know what you need. I can't explain it to anybody, so if you can get me something in writing that explains the scope of what you're gonna need them to do, estimated time frame. I said, maybe I can help you reach out to some other people that might know folks, that kind of thing, and he promised he'd get me something in writing. But he said he just has had no luck in finding anybody as of yet. And he's been wanting to talk with Soil and Water, and he knows they've got their hands full with stuff too, so. New business, we'll begin with the bill vouchers. We'll keep Nicole on that today.
I have bill voucher batch number 4458. Next resolution, it's all in one resolution. is the supplemental appropriation resolution for the general fund. This is for the 27th pay in the calendar year. We did not add it to the budgets in December for this year due to we didn't want to skew budgets. We wanted to give them an actual budgets, and we said we'd adjust it later. Most of departments have got me their 27th pay request. There are some that with some grants, they asked if they could get it to me later in the year. I said that was fine. We just wanted to make sure that, you know, we didn't forget. We wanted to get them in place as soon as possible, so.
Let me make sure I understand this, because Commissioner Stacy and I had a conversation. There isn't any increase in the budget over this. I mean, what you make divided by 27 divided by 26 doesn't really matter. So how would this have an increase in anybody's budget?
It's actually an increase in a pay period for this budget cycle. Normally, we have 26 pays in a budget cycle. This one has a 27th pay. We only come, but we don't, if you make 60,000 a year, by 26 pays, you're gonna make 60,000 plus one other pay in a year. It doesn't,
But it's not a raise, your pay just continues, but like, we had a pay period right out of the gate at 15, that had to be on the books in 15, but really, you know, was December, most of December.
Yeah,
Okay, well, the math in this escapes me.
okay,
If you, using your example, if you make 60,000 bucks.
right.
And you get paid 27 times any given year.
26.
Wouldn't we take 60,000 and divide it by 27?
No,
And
How, I don't get it.
I don't know that but they haven't, and we don't put it in the budget, so we don't,
yes,
because typically it's
26 pays.
it's 26 pays, and we don't ever want to forget that when people are budgeting, and all of a sudden, they're doing the normal year of 26 pays, and then they're gonna assume they've got that salary money, so the county has always allocated it later,
Yeah,
when we get to the second half of the year. But, like she's saying, it's an extra pay period, it is truly what it is.
we only usually get those every, I'm gonna say 9 years. It's how the calendar falls, and when, like you said, most of our first pay that we paid out in 15 was for December, and so the last pay is still gonna be based on 2015's budget. Will fall just at the end of, so there's 27 pay periods, so we don't break it down. It's just an extra pay period.
Okay. Well, this is not penetrating my skull here.
No, that's.
Yeah.
I'll have a further discussion about it, I'm sure sometime, but, I mean,
Okay.
I understand the concept, but it seems to me if you make 60,000 bucks, you make 60,000 bucks.
Yeah.
And are there some positions that it is that way, that it's the same regardless, that they can't change it? Elected officials, for example.
According to the auditor, originally that was her thought process on anybody that was salary or elected officials, because she had initially thought that, you know, elected officials are set what they're allowed to make.
By
Right,
statute.
cannot have a,
She had checked into it and done some research on it, and they said no, that the elected officials, it won't be your set rate divided by 27, it's still your set rate divided by 26, you just have an extra pay. She had originally thought that's what it's gonna be, but she did some checking, and so some of these on this resolution are elected officials, because the auditor said that was how that she was processing it.
Okay, in that case, I propose we have 30 pays.
By the way, we should just change the pay calendar. Just kidding, just kidding.
Okay.
I can hold off on this and
No,
have
no,
Julie
no,
come
there's no
over
sense
and-
belaboring it, I just.
No, I know.
I assumed that it was, whatever it was divided by whatever the number of pays are.
And I did as well. Other than thinking the timing of it, but I didn't think that a salary person was still the same, I was thinking, but.
No, I think that was the initial discussions at the end of the year last year. But Julie had sent out an email, January, February, addressing that issue, saying that she was calculating it. It's on a per diem, she called it.
Yeah.
So they had.
And I know in the budget we had it covered, so I know we discussed it back then, but like I said, that was a while ago. I don't remember.
Yep.
Okay.
So I think we got nowhere, but.
Yeah. Whole new math class, must be new math.
Yeah,
It's the new math, that's it, it's the new math.
Common Core math.
yeah, I don't know don't know how else to explain it. Our salaries are based on 26 pays. Just 27 pays fall in this calendar year, budget year. So instead of cutting an employee's pay, because if they get salary of 60,000 instead of 26 pays, make it 60,000, you pay them 27 pays out of, they're gonna basically take an hourly cut. And that was, I don't think that helps either, but
January 1st, you have 0. December 31st, you have 60,000. I don't know how that's a cut.
that's, right,
It escapes me, but okay.
okay,
I get you.
yeah. So instead of 2,040 hours this year, we're having an extra 80 hours. Is what we're having.
Okay, adjust your clocks.
Alrighty then, all right, continue with the resolution.
Then I'm gonna look to the mayor and not put him on the spot, but the city deals with the same, you have a 27 pays.
At some point it comes up.
Comes up,
I've
yeah,
been there
okay.
since it's come up,
Yeah.
so I cannot speak to how we, I know we have made some sort of an adjustment in the past, I don't know what, because I wasn't the mayor.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I say, it doesn't rarely happen. 27 pays doesn't usually happen, it's just how the calendar year falls,
Yeah,
so.
All right,
Okay, anyway.
next.
next.
Okay, so I have the Commissioner's Office adjustments for, and this will be for salaries, Medicare and PERS, I'll just read the total. $38,244.57. The Auditor's Office, $8,882.94. Prosecutor's Office, $20,939.15. Maintenance, $18,731.30. Recorder's Office, $5,382.31. Common Police 2, for their 0201 account, $4,123.63, or 36 cents, excuse me. Domestic Relations, $4,447.37. Common Police 1, $3,718.51. Domestic Relations for CP1, $5,470.51. Probate Court, $7,060.41. Clerk of Courts, $7,668.41. Juvenile Court, $17,272.28. Youth Center, $25,297.02. The total for the general fund, $167,238.15. There are some general funds, as I said, did not get back to me to include this, so I'm sure they're gonna come back towards the end of the year and request. They just said they didn't have their numbers ready. Next resolution is the appropriation adjustments for various funds. Again, this is for the 27th pay for the non-general funds. For the Real Estate Assessment Fund, $6,379.62. Dog and Kennel Fund, $577.25. Soil and Water, $25,010.12. EMS, $6,492.48. And the Health Insurance Fund, $444.04. Some of the non-generals did budget their pays in the beginning of the year, so that's why I don't have as many of those. Next resolution is a supplement for the permanent appropriations for the general fund. This is at the request of Common Pleas. They deposit an amount from their special projects fund to the general fund to cover salaries for magistrates. They have deposited the $51,513.85 into the general fund, so we're appropriating that. They use that out of their special projects funds. Total amount for them, again, it's just for salaries and Medicare, PRS, $51,513.85. I have a supplement to the permanent appropriation to the general fund. This is at the request of Tax Map. They're still running on the old XP system, and as we all know, that XP is expired, and they've just now got around to requesting the new equipment computers for their office. So they're requesting $1,059.54 into their equipment line. I have a supplement to the permanent appropriations for the EMA fund, putting $3,000 into contract services. I have a supplement to the permanent appropriation within the Community Corrections ESI Rider Fund. They are putting $60,843.50 into their contract services line. For their pre-sentence investigation rider fund. I have a resolution authorizing a contract service agreement with Wyandotte County Board of Commissioners for the receipt, custody, and care of Wyandotte County juveniles on behalf of the Seneca County Youth Center for 2015.
Okay, I'll get off this horse in a minute, but,
Sure.
so you're telling me that one pay means $218,700 additional?
For, you're including general and non-general?
Yes.
Yes. I can hold those and have Julie come over.
Well, I guess, if we can, do we need, I don't know if we need to approve them today.
No, we do not.
Okay, I'd like to have another discussion about that.
Absolutely, I can do that.
Hopefully I can, if I can get my arms around it, at least I would understand it. I hate to
Sure.
sign something I don't
Nope, that's
understand.
okay. And I don't think you were here and, well, you weren't here last year when the board discussed it, so. That's fine, so we can pull
But I
those
can't
two.
explain it, so
I'm not sure what my joking point is, but it's someplace south of 218,000.
Absolutely,
Okay.
so we can pull those two resolutions.
Okay, good.
All right. So that's all of them. So do I have a motion to accept all except for those related to the 27th pay?
So,
That's right. I will second. Any additional questions? If not, call the roll, please.
Commissioner Kirchner?
yes.
Commissioner Zoller? Commissioner Stacy?
Yes, approved. Thank you. All right. Brings us to an opportunity for citizens' comments at this time. Do we have any citizens who would like to make any comments? Okay, I am seeing none. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
And I'll second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Stand adjourned, 10:25.